What up, homies of the internet? This is lugnuts.guapo coming at you from Longhorn Harley-Davidson, and today we're riding this, a very sexy wicked red denim Street Glide Special, all decked out with the 114 blacked out components, stretched out bags, and an all new audio interface. Yes indeed. Let's check it out and let's roll the tape. Alright, let's get crack-a-lackin' before it rains again, because it's been raining all week. Whew. Now, that right there, that screen is so bright. I don't know if you can tell from this camera, but essentially, compared to the previous system that you would see in our post-Rushmore Harley, it's clear, it's crisp. I mean, I'm wearing gloves. I barely touch the screen, and it just senses it. The other one, the previous one, you could just you had to really push on it. Not extremely hard, but like this one, I can't express how sensitive this thing is. So you just have to come and check it out for yourself. But if you're not familiarized with the previous Rushmore system, and keep saying Rushmore system, but it's oh, here comes Billy. What up, homie? It's a good looking Road Glide 2018 Road Glide Special. Anywho, keep getting distracted. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the previous system that we had, 2014 to 2018, you had some big buttons, 4 buttons all around the screen, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Now it's, all pretty much kind of like a smartphone. You barely touch it, and it's crazy. And of course, the controllers all around are pretty much for the most part the same. I forgot to say on a video that I did on a Road Glide that this used to be the info button. Now it's your go back button essentially. Besides that, where they're located, all that kind of stuff, it's about the same. Cruise control, your toggle switch for the menu on the screen, your home button if you push it down, skip, up and down is volume, and your trip meter up here, right here, where you can just do boop, that number right there. So yeah, well, let's get cracking. Starts right up. And let's get crack-a-lackin', son. Now, romping, baby. And just like that, 60 miles an hour. Yeah. It is, again, as I always say, it is no secret. It is a Milwaukee 8 114 motor, and it's a torque monster. We all know that, but if you haven't test ridden a 114 on any platform, it feels a little bit more impressive on a soft toe just because there's a lot less weight. But putting all the weight to power, or distribution, whatever. Besides that, the motor is responsive, the transmission is smooth. It's something that we saw when the Milwaukee 8 was introduced to begin with in 2017. A lot of people didn't really like the whole the fact that they got rid of the shake, the fact that you probably in the first gear it didn't feel super clunky, very mechanical. Let's open this thing up. I'll close it. There we go, fixed it. Essentially, Harley is moving on, and this is what they've done. And some people like it, some people hate it, but now 2019 comes around, and not only did they change the screen, and I believe stage 1 boom audio is now stock on specials. I don't know about standards, I have to look into that. The paint sets on these things are just incredible. Now, you always have, like on any year, they come up with several different paint sets. And Harley, that's the cool thing about Harley, is that they do go all out when it comes to paint. They try to be flashy, they try to be different. And I think most years they nail at least 60% of all their paint sets. I mean, not all of the bikes look good with certain paint, and I think 2019 is, in my opinion, probably one of the years that they really nailed it. Almost like 90% of paint sets on all bikes, and it is awesome. This Wicked Red, when I saw it come off the truck, and I did a live video on that on Longhorn's Facebook, so if you missed out on that, I think you can still look it up. We reposted it. Real cool bikes that came out of that truck. I think like 30 total came on the first day that we got 19s. When I saw this one, I was like, man, I already like the Wicked Red as it sat, and I'm not one for red in general. And I say that, and it's funny because my current Super Glide is red. It's the Sierra Red, and at first I wasn't fond of it, and now I really love it. And now the Wicked Red and the Wicked Red Denim is just incredible. Absolutely love it. And let's see, the other thing about the colors is that not only on the denim colors did they nail it, they definitely nailed it with the gloss colors. And one of my favorite ones is probably the Billiard Blue, and I saw that on a Road Glide special. I really think Harley nailed it with the colors this year. But ooh, get to slow down here. Looks like some school stuff is going on, and last thing I need is to get pulled over. And everybody's stopping. I just want to make sure that I don't screw up. Huh, interesting. International Leadership of Texas. Huh. Anywho, with that over, the cool thing about the Street Glides, I mean, this Batwing design has been out for a long time. I mean, just decades. And of course it slightly has changed over the years, and now we have this with, you know, the little wind splitter where you can kind of allow some air to, like, you know, equalize air pressure behind the fairing. I mean, obviously they keep getting better as the years go by, and this is no exception. I'm gonna see if I can get on the highway just temporarily so I can like crank up the volume and you can kind of get an idea. If you haven't seen any of my other videos on 2019s, I think I did 1 or 2 on the highway. You can just go ahead and click on that, and you can probably compare it to how it sounds compared to this. It's probably going to sound pretty much the same, but if you haven't seen it, well, that, you know, you'll hear it here first. Let's see. We have 103.7. I think that'll be a good radio station to pop on. I hope that little GoPro doesn't fall off. You can see I had a little zip tie because I did a video for Maverick Harley-Davidson, and it was a casualty. I had a 2002 Electra Glide, and it didn't go so well, let's just say that. I'm really like, I want to get on the highway, and at the same time I'm like a little hesitant, and the reason why is because I just can't tell if it's going to rain while I'm out here or not, and I do not want to get caught in the rain with a brand new bike that doesn't belong to me. So, alright, so I believe this is what I-20, I'll be on it very shortly and get out of it. The one thing about Texas is that everybody wants to go the speed of light. That is until a couple raindrops hit the ground, and all of a sudden everybody feels like it's the apocalypse, and if you drive over 20 miles an hour, you're dead. Alright, so listen, this is no surprise to anyone that has ridden any kind of touring bike from Harley-Davidson. It is extremely comfortable. The seating position is comfortable, and I mean, where the floorboards are, everything about their touring models just screams comfort. And there's never really been a lack of comfort for most of for these bikes, and for most customers that come and test ride or that actually ride or own a Harley-Davidson touring bike. I mean, they will all tell you it's comfortable. Even like an 02 Ultra Classic that I rode a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't mind owning one. It is so incredibly comfortable. Now, one of the things that Harley lacks, or used to lack, is really performance. And before anyone starts typing on their keyboard and saying like, oh, Harley and performance in the same sentence, that's preposterous. I mean, is it? See, let's downshift before we take this exit, and oh yeah. Oh man, I really do enjoy the touring bike lineup, man. It is absolutely incredible. Now, performance in Harley-Davidson. All right, let's expand a little bit on that. Listen, I understand that if you, oh, there's OT. It's one of the techs here at Longhorn Harley-Davidson. Plenty of years of experience, and it looks like he just did some work on a tri-glide. Stuck the fool. Anywho, performance. A lot of people say Harley and performance don't belong in the same sentence. I mean, you're talking about a V-twin motor, and you're also talking about what up? Oh, it's actually 9LT. It's Doyle, also a tech at Longhorn Harley-Davidson. Confused his helmet. Anywho. So yeah, unless, I mean, you can't compare these bikes to sport bikes. They just don't belong in the same class. And although the power bands are different, the way they perform is completely different. And for V-twin cruisers, I mean, the Milwaukee 8, in my opinion, is a slam dunk, home run, plenty of torque. And for this application for touring, it's amazing. All you have to do to get out of the way is downshift, and I mean, you're gone. In a lot of situations, you just have to give it twist of the throttle, and you're absolutely gone. It's a freaking street glide. They've been around for a long time. They sell like crazy, especially here in Texas. They look good, they feel good, they ride good, and I could not be any more comfortable than I am right now. I think a step up from this would be, for me, a CVO Limited or CVO Road Glide Ultra, which I hope they come with one out soon. Haven't in a while. So, other than that, I mean, the stock seat is great. The seating position is great. I'm about 6 foot, right about, and this is absolutely incredibly comfortable. Oh man, it is so nice! And it didn't rain on this test ride, so it's freaking awesome. So, oh, I never got to play the stereo before I get out.
I hurt myself today.
Get some Johnny Cash.
See if I still feel.
I can hear that very clearly.
I focus
right around 60 miles an hour. And I'm wearing a full face helmet, so let's see how it picks up on the microphone inside my helmet.
The needle tears the hole.
Yeah. Now, I will be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I've ridden all kinds of street glides, and the ones previous to this that didn't have the stage 1 boom audio, the difference to me personally doesn't seem to be that great. But if you're not gonna raise the price on your bike and give you a little bit more audio performance, then hey, who am I to complain about that, right? Anywho, if you like the content that you see, if you enjoy this video, and yeah, if you want to see more content, subscribe, mash that subscribe button below, and like this video, comment, whatever. Let me know what you think. I really take the feedback seriously, unless you're an idiot that's just gonna ramble on about stupid stuff that have nothing to do with this video, then I'll ignore you. Other than that, yeah, let me know, comment below, all that jazz. And yeah, so check us out on Instagram, Longhorn_HD. Check us out on Facebook as Longhorn Harley-Davidson. This YouTube video under Longhorn Harley-Davidson. You better been subscribed by now. Awesome. And we're also on SoundCloud and on iTunes, son. So on SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/ml-hd, and on iTunes just MLHD, all one word. If you have any questions, man, if you want to reach out to me directly, I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and there's some other platform that I can't think of right now. But yeah, just type in lugnuts.guapo. Oh, Twitter. I'm also on Twitter. So lugnuts.guapo. And yeah, just send me a direct message, man, and let's make this happen. Let's have some fun. Anywho, that is all for today. In the meantime, get on your Harley and get some wind therapy. Later. Tight squeeze. Mm-hmm.